guys, so today I will be filming just skincare tips that I've acquired throughout the years. I am no way, shape, or form a professional, but these are skincare tips that people have told me, that I've Googled or that I've researched, that are videos that I've watched that have worked for me. I'm sure there's a few tips that I forgot, but these are the main ones that I cherish every day when I do my face. So the first tip that I have is know your skin type. That is the most important thing. Like whenever anybody asks me, oh, like what's your skincare, how do you make your face look like that, I always ask them, do you know your skin type? From there, that's when you know what kind of products is catered to your skin, which one you shouldn't be using, and like whether or not, you know, whether or not a product is going to work for your skin type or not. So the three main ones that are like known is oily, combination is oily and dry, and then the last one is dry. So those are the three main skin types that you have to know, or the three main skin types that is known. And I am a combination skin. I have eczema and I have discoloration, and sometimes when my skin is dry, it's sensitive. So these are all things that I know about my skin, so I know which or where to look for products so that it can cater to my skin, so that I can see results and that it can just feel better. The second tip that I have, or advice, is use a separate towel for your face. I remember when I started getting into this, like, oh, skincare, you know, it's the most important thing. I didn't use a separate towel, and you know, I realized, like, why do you need a separate towel? Like, it's your body. But then people said,
well, it's because the bacteria that's on your skin, on your body, shouldn't be on your face. It's kind of disgusting.
and I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. So now I have two separate towels, one for my body, one for my face. And honestly, I don't know, I just feel like I just feel like I'm cleaner. It's just to keep yourself clean. So the third tip that I have, which is in reference with the towel, when you're drying your face, please pat it down. Do not rub your face, okay? Don't do that. Don't like aggressively, because now you're just exfoliating your face, and really all you did is dry your face. So what you want to do is you want to pat it dry so that you don't take off too much layer, you don't take off too much, well, not too much skin, that's an exaggeration, but that you're not too aggressive on your skin, so that you're not more prone to like breakouts, especially if you're acne prone. Like, you don't want to be that aggressive with your skin. All right, so the next tip is this is not really a tip that I really use, because I usually go for products that are a lot cheaper, but not cheaper. Well, yes, I go for products that I can afford and that do really well for my skin. So this tip is in reference with like those cheap products. Sometimes they don't have good ingredients, and I would suggest, if you're really about that life, to read your ingredients, and you'll see from the ingredients whether or not it will work for your skin type. But read your ingredients to see if it's too aggressive, if it's too harsh, too much chemicals, is it really working? Because a lot of the higher end brands, I realize, they're just like $100 and they got a whole bunch of like unnecessary stuff in it, and it's just like, okay, I could go to Shoppers or Walmart or just any drugstore and find something with better ingredients that's a lot cheaper. So keep that in mind. Okay, this is more in reference, well, from my experience, is more in reference to the men or just the girls, it doesn't really matter, but it's more in reference to people that use the all-in-one products, aka it's a freaking shampoo, it's a face wash, and it's a body wash. That is unacceptable, guys. That is unacceptable, because that's too aggressive for your skin. Like, all in one, So you're gonna tell me that the particles that's on my scalp are the same for my face and my body? No, clearly it's not. So you don't want to use something that's like all in one, because a lot of the stuff are way too aggressive for your face. Like even for my neck, sometimes I feel like the body wash is too aggressive for my neck, so I have to use like a face wash sometimes. So don't use the all-in-ones. I'm looking at all the people that use hand soap as like a freaking cleanser. Cut it, please. It's not that expensive to just buy something. A lot of stuff are like $5. You can buy five. Okay, you got your shampoo, you got your face wash, and you got your body wash or your bar soap. But please don't use the all-in-ones. That's just lazy. Okay, next one. This, I learned that as of a few years ago, but do not use too much products. Okay, let me explain. So when I first started doing everything, I was watching a bunch of videos, and like I said, I did my research and I was using a bunch of stuff at the same time. And then I didn't really see like a difference. I feel like I broke out more, and yeah, that's one of the causes. If you use too much stuff on your face, it's gonna cause a lot of acne. And me, I don't really have that much, well, as of like, I feel like after I hit puberty, like I stopped having like aggressive acne. So for my skin to break out like that, I was like, okay, there's something wrong. Then again, the stuff I was using, we shouldn't be using. But anyways, just don't use too much products on your face. And also, it's a waste. Like all those products that you could be using, you could literally like spread it out and save it, and it'll last you like more than a month. Like some of the products that I have, especially from The Ordinary, I don't use them every day because I'm like, okay, I don't need this every day. So I literally separate it so that they last more than a month. I usually would say 3. Anyways, so the next tip that I have, I think it's pretty common, especially if you're starting to do like skincare stuff, is to not touch your face. That is a big no-no, because all the stuff that you're touching, lots of bacteria get stuck in your hand, and then you put it on your face, and then you have acne prone skin, then you get an outbreak. Just avoid touching your skin. Also, it leaves a lot of scarring, so I had to learn that the hard way. And that was one of my biggest skincare concerns, was like, okay, popped all the pimples, but now I have like bunch of dark spots on my face. Well, if you don't touch the pimples, more than likely it's going to fade away. It might take a while, which is, you can buy products that can like make it go away, but to avoid that, I would suggest not touching your face. Drink water. Okay, and this is not just for your skin, this is for your whole body. This is very important so that you can get rid of all the nastiness in your body, all the stuff in your gut. Okay, and just so you know, a lot of the stuff stuck in your gut is what causes, your skin, your mood swings, or it causes a lot of stuff in your body to just not function very well. So please drink water to wash away all that nastiness. Okay, so next tip is when applying products, guys. Oh my god! This, guys, I'm so mad because like they had all day to freaking mow the lawn. Like, they had all day to mow the lawn. They mowed the lawn yesterday on please. I'm so annoyed.
2 hours later.
Okay, so we're back for like the last freaking tip. Okay, well, it's not the last one, but we're back. And for this tip is, take your time when applying your products on your face. I realized as of like recently, especially with the products that I use, if you use too much stuff at the same time, it's just like not gonna work. And this is kind of like the same thing of like the all-in-one. It's just it's too much. Like your face needs to take time to process what's already there. So for you to just keep adding serums and oils and like moisturizer without letting it sit down on your face, it kind of defeats the purpose of like your skincare, because you're not really taking care of it. You're just trying to mask it with all that stuff in hopes that it'll get better, but it won't. And trust me, I realized when you let it sit for a bit, I would say like 30 seconds to a minute. Take your time when applying the products. If you don't have time, there's a bunch of fans that they sell, like, you know, a Dollarama or like a dollar store where you can just like fan yourself. Yes, that's bougie, but I mean, if you don't have time and you don't want to like let it sit, you know, use a fan. What I do sometimes if I'm rushing but I still have to force a little skincare, I use my fan. This is just a gift. I got it in Cuba. I've been using it ever since, and it honestly like it makes everything sit down, you know. Last tip that I have is to be patient. Oh girl, yes, I am being corny, but honestly, be patient. And that took, like, being patient helps in the long run, because like I said, when you're not patient with your skin, it's not going to get better. Like, you're just being too rough, too aggressive, and being impatient, you just do some stupid stuff. And I learned the hard way, like, okay, let the pimple just pimple. Or what else? Just take your time. Also, I know a lot of people, when they have like acne, it comes with insecurities. I was one of those people, obviously, of course, and then I realized when I was being impatient, I felt like there was something wrong with me, when really it's just normal to have a pimple here and there. Or if you just have like not aggressive or cystic acne, it's okay. Like, that's just how your body is. So be patient with it and care for it. Just honestly, it's like, don't push it too hard, or else you just won't see the results, especially if you're doing it this way. Now, unless you have money, okay, and you can go to a doctor for that, you know, that's a different story. But when you're like me, you know, undergrad student, trying to graduate, you know, get that diploma, you don't want to spend money on a freaking dermatologist when I could just do it myself. So take your time, be patient, love yourself, love your skin, no matter what faults. Honestly, that is all that I have as for tips or advice. I feel like there's some that I forgot, but these are really the ones that really popped up, and these are the ones that I wrote down. So if you guys have any more advice or tips that I should be using and that I should be like telling other people, just write it down in the comment section. I ain't got no problem doing my research for that. And thank you for watching.
It's literally in the bag. Like, what are they mowing down?